Hello everyone, what is up? I'm here with you for some late night recording, and yeah, we're out here, all relaxed, trying to wind down before bed, playing a little bit of Auto Chess, you know? I mean, this game can certainly get really exciting and intense at times, but today I'm gonna be chill. And to all the yapping fans out there, I know that I haven't really talked about anything besides the game and what was happening on the screen in most of my latest videos, But don't worry, the yapping will return. I've eventually hit kind of like sort of a writer's block, or I guess a video maker's block, where when I'm playing I just don't have any ideas about yapping topics that just pop into my head, or sometimes they do, but I feel like I'm not actually able to, eloquently put it, and discuss the subject without going every 2 seconds and then dropping the subject and then talking about what's happening in the game instead. Speaking of, we'll get this black glasses, make for easy early wonder box. This team doesn't really have a clear direction, we could have given it a little bit more thought. I think I tend to give things less thought when I'm playing, and recording, right? I play way better when I'm not recording, I'll be honest, because it's easier to focus when you don't have to think about what you're going to say, for the audience. But still, we have a pretty okay start. I don't know if I want to walk Poliwag. We'll be fine, right? Wonderbox is pretty adaptable. But anyways, the yapping will return. I've started taking notes, started to think about the stuff I want to put in my videos when I'm, talking with friends, having profound debates. Not really, but I mean, all that sort of stuff, right? I sometimes get ideas and I'm like, damn, I should talk about this in a video. And, I've started actually writing these down so I don't forget, and I'm going to be able to, maybe even research all these topics a little bit and talk about it in the videos, and it's going to be really cool. What we're going to do here is we're going to go for open fort, I think. It's probably the best solution. We're just going to get a pair of Geodudes, slam that, slam another wonder box, and that's going to be that for now. I wonder what would happen if I merged those. I assume one of the wonder boxes would return to my inventory, but you never know. Alright, we probably kill one unit here. We kill this Weedle and that's it. And that's good enough, The town carousels, they kind of force you to lose a lot of money at the beginning unless you decide to open for it. But I do think, with the early wonder box or completed item carousel, if you do take it, I think it's pretty, ooh, okay, interesting. We're gonna take this. Probably not gonna be a fossil game for us. We could sell everything and open for it even more, right? To get 20 gold and keep the loot streak going, keep the money going up. The problem is when you do this, I find it kind of hard to steer back into a winning position, and I'm not the best at comebacks, especially when I'm recording. I mean, I do make comebacks happen sometimes, but yeah. So what I'm going to do instead is just keep this little guy in our team and then buy some guys, try to see the direction that the shops take me, and try to build something. Ooh, we are in a fossil region, so we could play fossil, because Voltorb has been added, and we could add, what region is he from? Is it Isuian Voltorb? Right, Isuian Voltorb. I was having a little bit of blank there. Right, because that's a unit, when it was introduced I said I'd like to try it, and I never did, so we're going to try to do it. The only regional fossil unit. It's actually an additional regional. These are pretty rare. It's like you have to have a certain additional in the game, and then... Okay, wow, that's interesting. Okay, didn't see that we had past level 4, lol. Okay, we're going to get this. That's going to be pretty cool. Ooh, double Mary. If we're going to play some sort of Hisuian Electrode carry game, we're gonna need to be light 5 or something. Could be interesting. Don't know if that's what we're gonna do, but we could try it, He's a pretty interesting unit. See, I feel like I'm constantly jumping from one topic to another, and I'm like constantly dropping like whatever I'm saying when something happens in the game. I think that's a bit annoying, but with the notes that I've been taking, it's gonna be much easier to remain coherent, and I think it's gonna make a much nicer experience, and what's inspiring me to not give up this aspect of my videos, because I could easily, just decide to focus entirely on the gameplay and cut the yapping, cut the debates, cut the philosophical stuff, cut out all that, and maybe I should have went full open for it, because I'm losing anyways. But anyways, whatever, that's fine. in the end, I didn't really get a direction. I just like held myself back a little bit. Maybe it was a bad idea. I still do have better looking economy than everyone else though, so it's fine. Anyways, yeah, the reason I don't want to give up is one, because a lot of people have told me that they think that the remarks I make are kind of insightful or at the very least interesting and stuff, and you know, all these comments, they really, you know, they really stayed with me, you know. I didn't really think that whatever I was saying was like interesting, but you guys seem to think so, so you know, that's like support from you telling me that I should keep doing it, so I will try to satisfy those of you who enjoy these kind of, you know, this style of video. And you know, I also like doing it. That's the second reason. I know, pretty basic reason, but yeah. Okay, yeah, we're completely losing right now. However, this might change anytime soon, as we have the godly combo. Red Orb plus X-Ray, really good. We could use this to play any attack speed based comp. I think it would be pretty cool to play aquatic this game, maybe. We can easily get some aquatic going, I'd say. Because what we want is this Ludicolo right here. You know, he might even be available on this region. Yup, he is. So with those items, we can easily... No, what? What did it even click? Oh, the door? Wow, that's the first time I actually clicked that icon. I didn't even know it was there. I don't know how I clicked it. I must be really tired. This is why you don't record late at night, lol. Anyways, yeah. With those items, we could easily play some sort of aquatic game, make an upgrade, and then make a punching glove and a red orb for a Ludicolo carry. That could be really interesting, you know, if we manage to hit it. If we don't, no worries. Let's just buy some stuff here. Fairy is also definitely an option with those items, kind of. Okay, here's a guy. We're gonna level up, try to roll a little bit, try to figure out what we are going to hit there. We could definitely play normal maybe, but I don't know if normal is gonna be too good with those items. Fire is an option. There are options. There are lots of options. Okay, I do think we're gonna try to play aquatic maybe. Fossil could also be it. Lots and lots of options. You know, I do think, okay, to beat Gyarados, I do think I want to put in like full rock or some shit. That would be nice. Oh man, I think, okay, well let's hope this beats him, you know. I don't think it will. I think I completely flubbed the bag here, but at the same time, I didn't hit any upgrades, any nothings. It was kind of tough. Okay, wait, looks like we're doing fine. Never mind. Okay, pretty good. Nice. So I guess let's try to go in the aquatic region or something. If we can. Is aquatic even there? Yes, it's there. Okay. We could definitely take an artificial portal. What's the... I don't know if there's a lot of RT additionals. Nope. Let's just take that and see what we get. Honestly, in this kind of game, sometimes it's better to just take any portal and see where that takes you. When you don't really have a plan after open porting. See, that's what I wanted to avoid, right? But I really didn't have a strong early, so it was tough for me to do anything. And, ooh, Cram. Cram is really good. We're going to take that, I believe. We could definitely take Sigilif and try to play Fossil. What's the Fossil adds? There's not a lot, but there's enough. This is not a Fossil region. Oh, but this is not an aquatic region, though. Ooh, this is tough. Maybe the place to take Blacephalon then and just play Fire. All of this seems bad. Alright. All options seem terrible, but we are going to play Cramorant, I believe. That's... should be okay. Yes, should be okay, whatever. Yeah, we're going to slam this, and good luck, basically. What we can do with this guy is go for flying, I think is going to be pretty good here. When you have a flying unique, there's always the possibility of playing flying, you know, that's... I know that doesn't sound like something crazy, what I'm saying right here, but it's true, it's true. I can place, you can play flying even from this spot. Of course, Dark Ghost is always in my way, wherever I try to go, you know, that stupid fucking comp, but we will stay strong. So right now we're going to try to make some sort of rock front line and use Cramorant as an AD carry for the meantime. I think that's not such a bad choice, maybe. We'll see how that pans out. If we're going to be playing flying, we probably want a maximum possible of, like, you know, aggressive Pokemon and stuff. Which isn't really what I'm buying right now, but whatever. Okay, we get Drifloon, that's pretty good. Tailwind, increase the speed of all allies. That's interesting. Definitely need to level up. Go to level 6. We're gonna roll a little bit, just try to hit some units, you know. Try to hit some upgrades. We get Tyrant, that's pretty good. We get a double fossil there. Where's that stuff? Slam that for now, and we pray. We could slam this amulet coin. I don't know if Cramorant's gonna be too good. Maybe I should have taken Sigilif, you know? Okay, we end up playing against someone who has, like, what, Steel? I don't know what this guy's playing, actually. He has a pretty weird team. Oh, he's playing Human. Okay. I didn't immediately recognize, you know, the synergies between all of these. But anyways, yeah, we're probably going to try to play Flying then, I guess. If we can. If we can, that's pretty nice. We're going to take this. And we're going to complete the trifecta of perfect ADC items. Cramorant's not really designed to be an ADC, but, you know, he has at least 2 range. ADC, by the way, meaning attack damage carry. That's a term from, like, MOBAs and stuff, but it applies pretty well in this game sometimes. Okay, we do hit some units. That's pretty good that we can put in. Putting in 4 flying, that's going to be pretty nice. We hit that guy. Cloyster, that's pretty good. Probably won't Geodude out at this point. 4 flying's not that useful though. Maybe you stay in for now. Take you out. Yeah, okay. Okay. Gonna have to level up. Yeah, we're gonna slam this Punching Glove. These 3 items together, they make a unit go crazy in terms of AD damage, which is really nice because that's exactly what we want right now. Some guy to get us through the mid game. Another Ghost player. It seems like he has units remaining from like what seems to be a Poison Bug early game or just a Bug early game, but he pivoted Poison by taking Mimikyu. Right now he doesn't have a full Ghost team, so he's going to be pretty weak, but in the late game we're going to have to watch out for that. So there was already another Ghost player, so we're going to definitely have to try and make a fluffy tail. Honestly, this game doesn't look too good for us. We're already like on the back foot in terms of HP, because we opened for it and lost a shit ton of HP. Our economy is pretty good, but nothing too crazy. We're not like especially way ahead of everyone. I think if I went clearly from an open fort strategy from the get-go, like that round where I kept the Geodude pair and decided, yeah, I don't want to sell everything, I should have sold everything, but I don't like playing this way because I'm not confident in making these comebacks, but I ended up playing in the same situation anyways, so it didn't really matter what I chose to do, you know, in the end. Anyways. You know, we're just gonna let it take us, let the game take us where it wants us to be, you know? For now, we have a pretty strong team. Rock 4 is a pretty dependable Fortnite? Why was I gonna say Fortnite? Frontline is pretty dependable Frontline this early in the game. Did I say Frontnite? I don't even play Fortnite. What is wrong with me? Okay, we get some pretty interesting units here. Level up. If we evolve Togepi, by the way, Togetic is actually a flying unit. It's never seen in flying comms, but you know. Beggars can be choosers. Right now we're hard pressed to find anything, so that's pretty good. We have half an Archeops. Archeops is a really good unit. You know, we have a Tyrant. If we get a Rex, Tyrant Trem, that's pretty good. We can play Rock Flying. You know, usually Rock Flying is played with Minior as your unique, and with those items, Minior would be pretty crazy actually. So that would have been a huge thing to do. I'm thinking maybe I should have went full Rock. Maybe I should have picked a Rock unique. You know, instead of trying to say, oh, let's go for Aquatic. It's because I was thinking about playing Ludicolo earlier today, and I decided, fuck it, let's try it. But, you know, this was not the game. Anyways, even though those items would have been perfect for Ludicolo, by the way. But we just didn't get an aquatic region, so can't play Ludicolo. So that's that. Okay, we can put this in for flying. That's decent, I guess. If we're going to be playing... I really want something to... whatever. Can't. I was going to say, I really want something to, you know... to help us against Ghost, but nothing is available that makes a CC an NTCC item, so I guess we're stuck here not doing that. That's fine. Larvitar, better than Geodude probably at this point. We're going to buy it. Stay above 50 though. We're going to roll a little bit, try to evolve at least one of these guys, you know? And then we're going to try to move ahead. This guy's playing flying as well. He has a Staraptor. Okay. And a Mantine. Mantine's been, yeah, the Mantine change. I gotta make a Mantine video at some point. The change to Mantine spell makes it a prime choice for an AP carry. This guy's using an attack speed item, though. I don't think that's a good choice, you know. He's not hit Beedrill or Kakuna. I think he's still pretty far. We're slowly stabilizing, you know, we're going back up in the rank as we keep winning rounds. We're on a pretty good win streak, I think. I think maybe this isn't so bad. I think we can probably aim for a top 4 here. Our team's going to get less coherent after T10 because we're going to be hard-pressed to find a T20, sorry, because we're going to be hard-pressed to find a T20 that fits like a team like this. Usually, I mean, I don't know. Let's see what we get, you know? We really got to hope to get some good shit. That's not bad. That's better than Geodude. We're going to roll hard here a little bit and try to hit like one of these upgrades. Okay, Togetic, that's pretty decent. We can slam this on Cloyster. That's the guy I really wanted to, like, the fossil guys are the ones I really wanted to upgrade, but I guess we don't get that. But regardless, we have to move on. We can't afford to spend too much time at this level, like, looking for upgrades. We're still winning, so you know, we shouldn't be worried too much. Like, Rock is really strong in the mid game. If you don't know what to play in the mid game, play Rock. Even if your unique is not a Rock unit, you should play Rock. Sell the Drifloon. I don't really actually care too much about Drifloon. We hit Archeops in the end, so that's pretty good. No Swiftwing is kind of annoying. I don't think any of these look like something we'd want to use. Maybe the Incense. I don't think any of these is worth the waste of 10 gold though, for us specifically. Like, the Lightstone or Metal Coat can be great for some teams. For us, it's probably going to be Incense if it's anything, and most of them were just taken, so I guess it's not going to be anything. Okay. Okay. So yeah, we're just going to stay like this then for a little bit. Cramorant's still doing nice damage, just purely by virtue of having high base AD. Well, high. 19's not that high. Good, really good items, and, you know, 2 range. And yeah, we're going to try to hit 8 flying somehow at some point, you know? And if we manage, that's going to be great. If we don't, that's going to be tough. So I'm going to go ahead and try to put all the late game flying units in my bench here. And we're going to pray. We're going to pray to somehow hit some of these. 4 of them, that's pretty good. You know, do we want any of the early ones? Not really. I'd rather not. I'd really rather not. I don't know. Maybe we don't play 8 flying. Maybe we play full Rock and just have the Cramorant, you know? Maybe that can work. Full Rock frontline, just backline Cramorant. Could work. There is a Rock Aquatic unit. There's 2 of them, actually, but yeah, they're not on this region. They're both, you know, Aquatic regionals. Corsola and the Shallows East. I think that's East, the blue one, right? Could be the move. Could be the move. Play full Rock and just have Cramorant as the chilling in the backline, you know? Wouldn't be the weirdest thing I ever did in Pokemon Auto Chess, honestly. Sometimes these games, they go into pretty unpredictable directions, you know? Alright, gonna have to... Yeah, we're gonna lose the Ghost, though, because we still don't have any Ghost protection. That's really, really scary. Yeah, this guy's definitely going full Ghosts. This guy's definitely going full Ghost. This guy's also definitely... this guy might... No, he's definitely going full Ghost. So we have, like, at least 3 Ghost players. I'm fucked. I got 0 components to make anti-Ghost items. So I'm really fucked here. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Yeah, and the answer is nothing, because there's nothing I can do against it, really. Like, I'm gonna beat him right here, which is probably the best thing I can do, honestly, literally. I'm not even sure I'm gonna beat him. It's, okay, it was looking pretty close, but we did beat him. So yeah, the best thing I can do is damage him right now, but yeah, this guy's gonna top 1 the whole game. Completely uncontested on Ghosts, well, completely uncontested, I mean in terms of, like, HP, like, nobody managed to drop his HP low. So do we want a Rock or Flying guy? I guess it won't matter, because we're gonna get fucked either way, right? I don't see myself beating this. Let's try to get a Flying one, maybe, if we can. Here's a Starly, that's pretty good. Yeah, put that in. Put that in and pray, basically. Fossil. Fossil would not help. We could get a Roaring Moon, I guess, but it wouldn't help too much. I think. I do want to try Roaring Moon, though, so if we're going to do a goofy comp, maybe Roaring Moon is the play. Maybe we end up selling this Cramorant and, like, getting a better Rock carry? I don't know. I honestly couldn't tell you what's the play here. I wonder, if you guys are better than me at Pokemon Auto Chess, which a lot of you probably are in the comments. Well, a lot of you, maybe not a lot of you. There's not a lot of players in this game, you know? Alright, we get this portal. And we pray to have something good. 8 flying, you know, it's going to be pretty good, but it'll lose pretty hard to Ghost. It'll lose pretty hard to Ghost. We can hope to make the top 4 still. Okay, we get good choices, some pretty good choices. Which one is the best? I think the best one is going to have to be Inomoris. That's pretty good, right? That's really, really pretty okay choice. I'm going to pick that one out right now. Put that in, 6 flying. We're going to give it a punching glove and a choice scarf. Those are going to be decent options, I think. And yeah, can we put in flying aid? We can, by doing this. Is that worth it? I would say probably not. Not until we upgrade some of these guys. So I'm going to put this back in for now. And maybe we can have an ice guy here somewhere. Yeah, that's probably pretty good to have. We're going to do this just to have ice and aquatic. That's going to help us a little bit. So right now we're at 6 flying. I know, it really gets crazy at 8 flying, but the problem is sometimes you have to consider the units that you do have, right? Like right now our units are not ready for the transition at all. Man, this full human team, I'm not lying, seems pretty bad, but he's still stuck on unevolved versions for a lot of his Pokemon, so maybe it's going to get better after. Seems like a guy just surrendered, damn. He was also playing flying, but I think he just missed every flying portal, maybe that's what happened. So, what are we doing? What are we doing? Maybe we just play Ultras. That's also a possibility. It's always a possibility to just play for Ultras, you know? Yeah, just gonna roll a little bit and try to hit some good stuff, I guess. Okay, that's pretty okay. That's better than Starly at the very least. So we're going to play against a ghost guy here and probably lose instantly. As soon as this guy dies. Yup. Alright, my guy has died, so it's over. We're screwed. Ah, you know what? Actually, it's pretty close. We could probably win once I get Flying 8. Okay, that gives me a bit of hope, I guess. Because it's not actually... It's kind of close. Well, I guess him having Max Revive on the Mimikyu is going to make this way harder than it needs to be, but it's looking okay. So here there are pretty good items that I could use on the, my Anamoris. The thing being, if I do choose the triple item my Anamoris, oh wow, they just took everything. We're going to take Rocky Helmet then, I guess. Which probably wasn't a good choice now that I think about it. Maybe Pokenomicon? I don't know. But I was going to say, yeah, the trade-off with triple iteming it is it's going to be the main target for ghosts. Okay, we're gonna do this now. I think it's good enough for us to do this. We do keep aquatic by doing this, so it's fine. We'll do this and pray, basically. This is probably the most scuffed Flying 8 comp ever, but if there's one thing that I've learned playing this game is that Flying 8 is never too scuffed to win. It's literally the cheapest comp in the fucking game, so... Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. We're gonna try to get level 8 maybe and put that in. Maybe that's good, maybe that's bad, I don't know. Maybe we should try to upgrade everything to a 3-star level. Like, maybe make Blaziken and stuff. Okay, we're definitely losing to this. Again, another ghost player that we have nothing against. Nothing to protect us against this. Yeah. Yeah, can't beat that, right? That's really annoying, you know? But that's the game, that's how it is. Like, I don't even want to get mad at this one because I just didn't have, like, the items to do it this time, you know? Like, I didn't have any components that led to doing that, so can't really do anything about it when it's like that. Drifloon, we're looking for Drifblim. Probably not gonna hit it right now. I don't think we care about Starly too much. We have completed everything without needing it. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna try to get maybe Togekiss and Torch Blaziken, and maybe Dragonite. That's the way I would play it normally, you know? I don't think going 9 will help us too much, right? Like, Flying 8 is pretty much the already most broken synergy you can ever hope to have. So, what you want to do is just upgrade your flying units, not add in more synergies, I think. Okay, we at least beat this guy, that's pretty good. He had a pretty... Yeah, I don't know, pretty unremarkable team. Like, it seems like some electric with some steel and some ice. Didn't really know where he was going with all of that. You know, I'm kind of surprised because the level of this lobby is supposed to be high, but nobody seems to be knowing what they're really doing, kind of. These teams look kind of weird, like full human. Maybe he's trying it for the meme, but he's not even using any of the TMs. This is pretty normal. He just missed Meloetta. That's the sad fate of normal. If you don't get Meloetta at your portal, it's really tough. And then we have two ghost players. They're probably gonna get top 1 and 2 because yeah, unless I hit a fucking. Oh, dude, if I hit that, that would be so cool. Okay, see now, if I get right on, I'll go level 9. Okay. I was gonna say, unless I get a fluffy tail at the legendary birds somehow. If I do, no fluffy tail. Mah. You know what they say, unlucky. That's what they say. They say unlucky. We could take the old Ember. We already have a fossil guy, so you know, why not? We could take upgrade, but again, I don't want this guy to be targeted first by the fucking thing, so. Like, what's the way? What's the play to beat this ghost stuff? Oh, that's pretty good. That's definitely really good. I'm gonna take upgrade if just for this. Give him the upgrade. That's really good. Fletchling is such a good fucking unit. He's a goated guy. He's good both as an AD carry because he like scales his own attack speed every time he casts, but he's also goated because every time he casts, he leaves behind a trail of fire that deals a shit ton of damage to everything. Okay, wow, we... okay, you know, I was kind of flaming this guy. Well, not really flaming, but, you know, criticizing his team, I guess, and we're fucking shit kicked in by it. Which is not surprising. Our team has also scuffed herself, so I guess this is the game where everybody just plays a scuffed team, huh? Let's just roll down. We're definitely losing to one of the ghost guys this round, but let's roll down and try to upgrade her as best we can. Just in case we somehow make it, you know? If we could hit Drift Wound, that would be pretty good. I mean, I'm missing a lot of stuff here, but I know I'm gonna lose, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I guess I'll just be a top 4 for this one. That's fine. That's fine. I'll take it. Sometimes, you know, when you don't have a really good direction in your early game, you have a tough early game, you're playing against comps that you don't have ways to counter. And look at that, top 3, actually, somehow. Wow, that's pretty good. Okay. That's gonna be it for this video, I guess. It was pretty interesting, you know? We managed to lose 0. By the way, look at this guy, 1439. Your guy is going up in this world. We're gonna be 1450 at really soon at any point in this rate. Oh, I guess he wasn't playing Ghost. You know what? The other Ghost player actually lost. My bad. There was a Ghost player we could have never beat, but we actually lost to 6 Artificial, which 6 Artificial is pretty strong, so, you know, no shame in that. Okay. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll be seeing you guys lightly tomorrow, I guess. If you like the video, as usual, make sure to like and subscribe and comment and all of that. And you can check out the May community poll that's going to be in the description, where you can tell me which comp you want me to play for the May community video, which is going to come out towards the end of May. And you know, all you have to do is submit your comp. Your comp can be anything as simple as play Fire 8 and anything as specific as play Electrode carry with protective pads and stuff, and make it the main carry of your team. You know, it can be anything in between these. So tell me in the poll that's going to be in the description. And until next time, I'll be seeing you guys. Wait, well, I'm going to say something really stupid here, so I'm just going to say it again. Until then, I'll be seeing you guys next time. Peace.